To call together and call to order the Monday, August 6, 2018 meeting of the City of Monona Finance and Personnel Committee. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Alder Kitzler?
Here.
Alder Wood?
Here.
Mayor O'Connor?
Here. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the July 16th and July 25th meetings?
I'll move approval of both sets.
Second.
Any comments or changes? Or
Nope.
all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item 5A under unfinished business, consideration of resolution 18-7-2276, excuse me, amending the 2018 operating budget for a full-time project assistant position in the senior center. This was tabled on July 16th, 2018. Is there a motion to approve?
Well, I'll move to remove it from the
Or
table.
remove it from the table?
Second.
Okay,
We need to vote on that.
yes. Is there any discussion? Already voted, okay.
Man,
Sorry.
gone for a little
I've been
while.
gone for
Get all the rules.
All in favor of removing it from the table? Say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Now we need a motion to approve.
Now is there a motion to approve?
I'll move approval.
Second.
Okay. Discussion?
Well, I think agreed, or I said last time, I think we all agreed that it was definitely warranted. It's more a question of how does it fit in with the rest of the budget demands.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Yeah, I agree. So I didn't know if, I think Mark elaborated a little bit on other positions that were potentially or thought to be proposed. And so certainly interested in your thoughts on that I don't know if you know what's coming down the pike yet or what.
Not completely, and that was my concern. I certainly agree that the senior center could use a full-time position, and this is very similar to what happened with the Parks Department earlier this year. It really makes a lot of sense to take this opportunity. But I think, and I've talked to Mark a bit more, obviously we don't have operating budget proposals from the departments yet, but it looks, Mark, would you agree, it looks like we should be able to cover this in next year's?
Yes, we did. I didn't bring that spreadsheet I had last time. There is, do you have it?
Yeah, somewhere.
There is money.
Yeah, I didn't.
I don't.
It's not in the packet this time, so
The fiscal note?
yeah.
Not
The-
this one,
It was kind of a spreadsheet summarizing
yeah.
other
Kind of
potential
the whole operating.
deployments.
It was just a summary of, I can go get it for the next meeting. Summary of all the, what we know is coming down from the, as a dispatcher, fire department, and then we had all the parking lot. And then we added this in. I think we were around, I don't remember the number, we had at least over 200,000 left that we could use for other things besides. That included health insurance, it included raises and stuff like that. So there was roughly about 200,000 left.
Because we're also looking at a potential added police officer.
Right, that was not added in there. So,
Right,
so-
and added public works.
Right.
And somebody at least part-time for park and rec.
Right, so those numbers weren't added in there
Those
because
weren't added in.
these are just the known costs with the fire, police, or fire dispatcher and park and rec. So the ones that we know we have to count for right away.
Okay, so
I don't have it.
we don't have like $1 million extra. So I guess we'll have to take some of that into consideration, looking at this for next year. We need, maybe that we end up starting somebody midway through the year. Or I know the numbers always change too as we get further into the operating budget. So, I think we're kind of between a rock and a hard place here.
Yeah. Quick question,
Yes.
and I don't know if it necessarily dovetails. So the equalized values
Yeah.
just came out.
Correct.
How does that impact our levy limit? Does that impact that 300,000 or that extra?
It does not. It
Okay.
does affect the debt limit. in
Okay,
that.
that's where.
But it doesn't affect the, it does, had a little bit of effect on new construction, but that was basically estimated what I thought it would be, so that number
Okay.
was roughly where, so it has no impact at
Okay.
all.
Okay.
So basically, right now, this will cost us, is it about $30,000 more than we're currently paying for next year? Is that right?
Correct.
And I think we have about 200,000.
left after we take in consideration all the other dispatch, public works, not public, dispatch. Because dispatch, we started in July, the fire department, we started, I think, in April. And in Jake's, we started, Park and Rec, I believe we started, I don't remember when we approved that, it was February, March.
Yeah.
So that's all taken in consideration. So next year, the impact of next year's levy will be it's actually about 46,000. That's the biggest one of them all. So so the senior center will add about 46,000 to the levy next year.
Okay, but I thought we are already paying, is this position then total about 60,000? Because I thought we were already paying about 15,000 for
So,
the senior center position for the halftime.
So basically, I'm gonna round up, it's about 63,000. And we're right now just part-timer with wages, FICA, and Wisconsin retirement is about almost 18,000, so difference about 47,000. The biggest difference is $20,000 worth of health insurance, and we estimate at the highest level. We just hired the fire department. She was hired and she's actually the opt-out, so there was a huge change there in the budget. So we budgeted a family, but she came at the opt-out, so that's like a $15,000 swing. Park and Rec, they were family, so there was we budget. So we don't know about the dispatcher yet, but so we always budget at the highest level. But it could came in if we hired now and we find the person's single or goes to the opt-out because they're married, then there would be a different savings.
Right.
So
We just can't predict that.
right. So instead of 20,000, if it says opt-out, the opt-out's 3,000 per year, so that's $17,000 swing there. So
Okay.
that's the difference.
And is this 9,000 number, does that include all the health insurance for 3 months if they were to take family health insurance plan for like October, November, December?
Yes, that's 3 months.
That
worth.
includes salary and,
Yes. So it's salary, FICA, Wisconsin retirement health insurance.
okay, so why wouldn't the total cost be like 36,000 if that's it for 3 months? Or am I interpreting it wrong? Or I guess it's 9,000 more.
9,000
Yeah.
more.
So that'd be a 36,000 additional rather than a 45.
Yeah, it would make sense.
Yeah, well, if you take the full-time cost that he has, 13,552, and multiply that by 4, that's 54,208.
And I did add in 54 to yeah, I guess I have to go back and look at the numbers.
Wages are definitely
Yeah.
a lot, they're like 5 times, well, maybe not quite, 4.5. You have 7,800 for 3
Oh,
months.
the wages that's a little bit different. The wages I did put the wages, it's 4 times. Yeah. I'd take a look at the wages. I know I added, so I went to the highest level, I believe it was $18 per hour compared to what she was making, the current one is making. And I think I added on a proposed increase too on top of that, like what we're proposing to
Okay.
add into the salaries.
Guess maybe Diane would have an idea. Do
I'd
you know,
Take a look and double check these numbers.
the number that Mark has, 62,893, which counts 20,000 in insurance, is that about what you would expect the position to cost?
Yeah, when we were talking about proposing this, I did get some estimates from what other senior centers are doing for their full-time staff. So that $15 to $18 realm is right in there, and if you estimate it at 18, that's
Yeah.
the high
That's
end.
what that is.
So at 18, it's 43,000 for 40 hours.
Hmm.
Is that what we're,
No,
plus,
18 is 37,440.
okay.
Well, it's-
Do you see what my question is?
You're right, I see what
though?
you're saying. It
Yeah.
should
Yeah.
be kind of similar, and
I
I'm
would,
not sure.
looks like the increase is maybe about 4 times 9 is 36, 37,
Yeah.
yet it looks like it's 46
Yeah.
looking at the numbers on the,
Not for sure.
but I'm not a math person.
Right, no, I know the 37,440 is 18, per hour to FICA Wisconsin in the health insurance rate. So it's the 62 is correct, and I know, in fact, the 19 is correct. It's the one number off on is the full 7,800.
Right.
So the 9 might be?
Yeah.
Yeah, the 9 might be, is one off on. I
Too
gotta
low.
figure out what.
Okay. Well, I guess if you could try to have that for us by the regular council meeting.
Yeah.
That'd be great, thank you. Any other questions?
No.
Okay, all in favor of moving this on to the council, say aye.
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 Opposed? Thank you. Thank you, Diane. The next item is a closed session, which item B, is there a motion to go into closed session pursuant to Wisconsin statute section 19.85, paren 1, paren G, conferring with legal counsel for the governmental body who is rendering oral or written advice concerning strategy to be adopted by the body with respect to litigation in which it is or is likely to become involved. This relates to the Walmart Real Estate Business Trust versus City of Monona and the claim of Monica Macara. And section 19.85, paren 1, paren E, deliberating or negotiating the purchasing of public properties, the investing of public funds, or conducting other specified business whenever competitive or bargaining reasons require a closed session. And this is related to the International Association of Firefighters, Local 311 bargaining. Is there a motion?
Move to go. Oh,
Go ahead.
I'll move to go into closed session.
I'll second.
Clerk, please call the roll.
Alder Wood.
Aye.
Alder Kitzler.
Aye.
Okay, next item up is consideration of Resolution 18-7-2278, approving a settlement agreement with Walmart Real Estate Business Trust. Is there a motion to approve?
Move approval.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Settlement is approved. New business, item 6A, consideration of claim of Monica Macara. Is there a motion to approve? This is the one we discussed in closed session.
I'll move approval of the claim in the amount of $3,232.52.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is approved. Item 6B, consideration of Resolution 18-8-2282, authorizing staff to execute a professional services contract for a community-wide architectural history survey. Is there a motion to approve?
Move approval.
Second.
Ms. Kriesel.
Thank you. The next two, this item and the following one on the agenda are related. So what this is for is a community-wide architectural survey of historic resources in the community, and the city received a grant from the Wisconsin Historical Society to fund that survey. It's $24,000. And then to implement that survey, we went through an RFP process to select and hire a consultant, and going through that process, which involved interviews and review of the 4 RFPs, actually 6 RFPs that we received, the Landmarks Commission recommended contracting with Mead and Hunt. I can clarify or
So this is
expand if needed.
basically permission to
Execute the contract with Mead and Hunt.
And then the next resolution is to actually expend the money, which we will get paid back.
That's correct.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Is it a question of the overall goal? Is this an initiative that we have to do? Is it something the Landmarks Commission wants to do, or?
It's often the first step in a community's larger historic preservation process, and as we continue to do things like nominate properties as local landmarks or share history about landmarks, which is the mission of the Landmarks Commission, it's nice to have this as sort of a foundational survey to guide you along that way. It's sort of like a comprehensive plan for planning as the community wants to grow. This is for the Landmarks Commission guidance in what would be the best properties to pursue landmark designation or research further or share stories about.
On average, how many properties are proposed for this designation a year to landmarks?
I don't think I could answer that question. It's just dependent on the community and the resources that come up.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, there haven't been any or very many for a number of years, and maybe, I don't know, I think we have about 20 total. There would almost certainly, expect there'll be more. For one reason, we have a lot of mid-century architecture, which, believe it or not, things built in the 70s now are old enough to they're more than 50 years old, which is sort of the threshold. And so that's one of the, I think this survey will capture some of those and perhaps find examples that, they haven't been changed substantially that would warrant being designated a landmark. So I think it'll be a pretty neat
Yeah.
project.
Anything else? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Next, item 6C, consideration of resolution 18-8-2283, amending the 2018 capital budget for community-wide architectural history survey services. Is there a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kriesel?
Just to reiterate, this
Anything to
is
add?
the budget amendment to approve spending $24,000 on the survey, and then that would be reimbursed when the project's completed, which is August 2019.
And this is something that your intern Sierra is going to be working on, is that correct?
Correct. It'll be the entire Landmarks Commission, and really Mead and Hunt will take the lead role as the hired consultant.
Right, but
But
she'll
as far
be-
as day-to-day administrative things and making sure that we're on track with the Wisconsin Historical Society requirements, she can help guide that.
Okay. Any further discussion or questions?
No, other than I wanted to correct my math, that actually things have to be built before 1970, 1970.
Okay.
68 is 50, but although the survey will actually capture at least another 5 years, so it's not immediately out of date. So,
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item, consideration of resolution 18-8-2281, approving a proposal from Rink Management Services Corporation for ice rink consulting services for the Riverfront Park Plaza. Is there a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
Second.
Good evening.
Mr. Anderson.
This was a proposal to enter into a consultant relationship with a professional design services for outdoor refrigerated ice rinks. And talking with our consultant Strand, they weren't necessarily comfortable speccing out or providing those specs in our bid plan without having some additional assistance. This firm also specializes in operating plans as well, and so we would have them look at what our operating plan for a potential refrigerated ice rink would look like and provide updates and recommendations as needed.
Any questions? Alderwood?
So, it sounds like there's already a firm in mind, or will this be an RFP process, or?
It would be, well, this was a firm in mind for the consultant to provide like bidding and specification documents for the park build-out.
Okay, I'm sorry, yeah.
So we have some information from one particular like ice rink manufacturer, but this would be able to generate bids and specs for multiple
Okay, got it.
refrigeration units and ice rinks themselves.
Anyone else? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is approved. Next, item 6E, consideration of resolution 18-8-2285, approval to apply for a National Endowment for the Arts Our Town grant. Is there a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Anderson again.
All right, so I'm kind of coming into this a little bit last second, filling in for former Administrator Little, and basically in discussions with public art at the Riverfront Park, we looked at other revenue sources, and so there is a Our Town grant. We're really at the last second on this, but part of the grant process is a resolution from your local jurisdiction to apply for the grant. Doesn't mean we're committed to anything, but it is in order to apply for grant funding that would help in the purchase and installation of an art feature at Riverfront Park. We would need a resolution from our body.
Any comments, questions?
Who's going to be handling the grant application?
Myself.
Yeah, Jake is going to be taking over the park, the whole park planning aspect of the riverfront.
Okay.
Anything else? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Let's see, next item, 6F, consideration of resolution 18-8-2280, approving a salary range for the city administrator position.
Move to approve?
Second.
Any, I think we are looking at a salary range of 102,500 to 130,000. We looked at comparables for this area, and right now Monona's is the second lowest, and this seemed to fall right within the range. So, any further comments?
Nope.
Questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item 6G, consideration of resolution 18-8-2286, approving a temporary salary adjustment for the interim city administrator. Is there a motion to approve?
Move to approve?
Second.
Second. Okay, Finance Director Hotaker has agreed to serve as interim city administrator. When he did this 3 years ago, we paid him an additional salary of $1,400 a month. This would be an additional $1,500 a month and he's agreeable to that amount for doing it this time. So any questions or concerns?
This just comes out of the salary that we would pay
I would
city
assume,
administrator?
yes.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything else? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Next item, discussion of other items related to the city administrator recruitment. We do have a job description in the packet, in the council packet. I guess it's in this packet as well, which is essentially what we discussed at our special meeting. Last week, I did have Leah add an item under leadership, and thank you, Alder Kitzler, for working on splitting these up into different areas. Under leadership, I had her add number 3, leads department heads as a team and acts as a liaison to ensure accurate and efficient communication between departments. We really didn't have anything that reflected that in the job description. So I think we're not approving this at Finance and Personnel or Council since we've already discussed it, but if you have any other concerns, if you could let me know.
None at the time?
No.
Okay. Okay, then I think we are on to paying bills.
The announcement, was there anything you wanted to, when will that be posted?
Oh,
Or has it been?
assuming it has not been posted, and assuming that the salary range is approved by the council later tonight, we're shooting for posting it either the end of this week or the beginning of next week with a due date of September 30th. So. Okay, item 7, acceptance of general fund accounts payable checks dated June 15th to July 12th, 2018, and July 13th to August 2nd, 2018. Documentation of the invoices paid is available in the city clerk's office. So, Mark, would you like to?
Yeah, start here. So the couple things here. There's a lot of stuff here. I'm gonna hit just a couple of things here if you have any questions. Page 2 on the very top, Ayers and Associates, 20 Watha Winnequa boat launches. That's coming to a completion. Actually, it's open now. Page 4.
Sorry, Mark. So when those capital projects conclude, do we get an update whether they're on budget, below budget, above budget, or is that just?
We do internally, but if you want, I can bring them to the next meeting where we have everything. Because
Maybe I'm the only one.
no, I can bring us to the
good
next
to know.
meeting.
I'd be interested.
Yeah.
Actually, page 5. General communications. With the new squad, working on the graphics for the new 2 vehicles we got.
I have a question on page 4. Paying the City of Madison treasurer $1,296 for swimming pool and concessions. What is that?
That's for licensing that we have. We have to pay the licensing agreement.
Oh, okay. right, I'm sorry, go on.
Oh. Page 12, A&A Environmental Services Asbestos Inspections. This is Beden's property. That building is now down.
Sorry, page 11, are we using Quick Trip now for our fuel? Or-
Yes.
Okay.
So we
'Cause
actually
we used to use Cenex, right?
use some landmarks. We actually still use both.
Oh, okay.
Depends on what type of gas is needed. But we have been using both. Quick Trip does give us a good deal, and so does Landmark.
Okay.
So we're not paying the price on the sign, we're getting somewhat,
No, we
Price
get
is
discounts, and
Okay.
both of them, they basically don't pay taxes. We pay up front, and then we get that discounted to us.
okay.
Page 13, Alex Lee Bergson. This is 1 month of our attorney fees, just so you see what they've been working on, especially the lawsuits. Page down there a little bit farther on Baycom on the same page, page 13 is the new squad computers as part of our capital. Page 17, just kind of Jones Concrete Products, concrete delivery. So a lot of times this is part of a capital project, so a lot of times we'll get the concrete delivered and our crew will take care of actually using the concrete, so it's cheaper that way. Underneath that, L.W. Allen, as you can see it says storm damage repairs. We did get hit by lightning. We did have some major expenses to repair our SCADA equipment because of the storm damage. Page 23, Acme Products, Schluter Beach Boom was purchased. So that's part of the capital project.
Is this the boom from the county?
Mm-hmm.
So we're not paying the county for it, but we're doing our own, or
No, we paid for the boom system and then they'll.
install it at some
I don't know
point?
if it's gonna happen this year.
Okay. So how much is the annual installation? Is that the 10,000? Oh, okay.
Comes out.
So this is well below budget, because, right, it was 10,000 was the budget.
Oh,
Page 25, GEC, General Engineering Company. This is our May building inspections. They also been working with them to overtake our planning, and they're going to do zoning for us too.
Mark, on on 88 of the packet, so what is that, 24? And then in a couple other ones, there was electronic message board that we pay. What is that?
We pay for electronic ones at Monroe State Bank. We pay for them.
Oh, we reimburse them or something?
We pay for it because we
it's our
it's
message.
our electricity. We
I didn't know it
change-
was
we
like
have
a
to use the
monthly.
Signs, put whatever you want on there.
Okay.
So Leah actually does the messaging on there. Page 26, just one with the library, Kilgus. Here's just another HVAC repair, like $1,400 to do an HVAC repair. Page 27, Johnson Tree Care, tree removal. We just found out today from Brad, they've been doing some studies on our right-of-way trees. Looks like they're going to be asking to take more trees down here in the near future with the ash borer disease that's coming. Page 30, just what Strand's working on for us. They're our main engineer for a lot of our engineering.
Is that digital sign retrofit, is that the one by Quick Trip
Mm-hmm.
that was referenced in one of the monthly updates for an art piece
Yeah.
or whatever? Okay.
We're working with someone from Strand on that.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Again, page 33 is another invoice from Bill Cole's Axis Barrelson. So another month of services they've been working for us. Underneath that is heirs. They've been doing the Husker Park, Wildhaven, and Winnequa Park improvements. Barnes underneath that has been our brush pickup. We have, I think, one more left. Page 35, E-Wall. Public Works just got their truck in, part of the capital. Page 40, Vanderwall. They're working on our sign code. So there will be some transition right there with Sunny leaving, but we have our intern Sierra will be helping with this process too. Page 2, I just want to, or page, I don't know, August 3rd, page 2. Blaze Landscaping, Wildhaven Park. This is our last bill for that, just so in case anybody wants to check that out. It's a beautiful park. It's all finished. If you go to page 7 on August 3rd, and it says September 19th, or July 19th, Monona Bank. These are all our credit card payments for the month.
Lonely Girl Brewing.
What's that?
Lonely Girl Brewing.
Yeah, so set for
When
beer
there's
garden
a
or-
conference.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't mean to nitpick, but some of these pop out of
No, that's good.
compared to like Farm and Fleet.
That's why I put them in there.
Yeah, see if somebody's paying attention.
That's all I have. Yeah.
What? Sorry,
No, go
I don't
ahead.
mean to be jumping. All the blood draws. What are? Is that
Those are police
police?
pickups.
Okay.
Okay.
And then the Walmart restitution of the $285.25. Uh
I believe that is because when a shoplifter at Walmart is required to pay restitution, they make installment payments.
oh. Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
That's
Okay.
all
All in favor of accepting the bills, please say aye.
Aye. Did we have a motion?
No, there was no motion.
Oh.
I'm always confused about this one. Okay, is there a motion to accept the bills?
So moved.
Is
Second.
there a second? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes.
Move to adjourn.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, we are adjourned.